Today we're going to talk about dump trailers. One of the problems that we see with the dump trailers over and over and over and over again, and I'm going to try to explain it and run through why it happens, what happens, and what you do to fix the problem. Hello, I'm Devin Varner from Varner Equipment in Delta, Colorado. One of the problems that we hear about over and over and over and over again, I took the trailer up to the landfill, I dumped a load of trash out of it, and when I was letting the dump trailer down, it blew oil all over inside the toolbox, just made an absolute mess. And there's something wrong with my trailer. It needs to be fixed. What it comes down to is there's nothing wrong with the trailer. It's a problem with the battery. This is a brand new Big Tex 14 LP. This is a very common trailer. We sell a ton of these trailers, but if you look at every dump trailer manufacturer on the market today, you're gonna find a very similar version of this that's gonna have the same exact system and it'll have the exact same problem. If you look inside your little toolbox, and you look at the actual pump unit that goes in there, if you look at the reservoir is a little tiny reservoir, maybe only a gallon and a half. I mean, it's a very small capacity reservoir. Then when you look at the size of that cylinder, there's no way 1 gallon of oil is gonna stroke that from the bottom to the top. So what the manufacturers have done to get from having to have a huge 2, 3, 4, 5 gallon reservoir up here in the toolbox is they're using this cylinder for storage. So if you look at this, you have a hose coming in the bottom of your cylinder. So imagine there being a piston in here and it fills with oil underneath here and pushes the piston up towards the top of the cylinder. When it's all the way up, the piston is way up here. When it's all the way down, the piston is way down here. But what they're doing is they're using the back side of the piston. They're pumping oil into the backside of this piston and they're using this as storage. Now, granted, you would say that they're using it to get power to go down because it does actually have down pressure. It's gonna pull that cylinder down. So the weight of the trailer will actually bring the cylinder down just fine. They don't need to have power down to bring that cylinder down. They're using it for storage capacity and oil capacity to run that. So what it's gonna do then is when you pump oil to the bottom side of the cylinder to extend the cylinder out, it's gonna push the oil that's on the top side of the piston out that top hose. It's gonna push it back here and it's gonna put the oil in the reservoir that the pump is gonna pick up and keep pumping it down to the bottom, bringing more in. And so it's just gonna make a complete circle. Then when you go down with your cylinder, when you let the cylinder down, the pump is gonna do the exact opposite. It's gonna take the oil that was on the bottom side of the cylinder, bottom side of the piston, it's going to run it back through the pump, run it back over, and it's going to put it in the top side of the piston, top side of the cylinder, rod into the cylinder, and it's going to start filling that cavity with oil for storage until it gets down to the bottom, and you'll see your reservoir come back up full again when it gets down to the very end of that. So what ends up happening with this whole process and why it becomes a problem is your battery is low or dead, and it has enough power to raise the dump bed up, but what it doesn't have enough power to do is pump enough oil out of the reservoir back into the cylinder to cover the speed that the dump trailer is coming down. So as the trailer is coming down, it's putting more oil into the reservoir than what this pump can actually move, and that's when you start seeing this reservoir gets full. And this is nothing more than just a vented cap. And so if it gets full and there's oil in there, this is just a vent, it's gonna blow it all over inside this box. And a guy will make the comment to me, he's like, my battery's not dead. The pump was still turning. It very well could have been. The pump could have been turning and it could have been pumping oil. It just wasn't pumping as much as what the trailer was bringing to it. The trailer was putting more oil into the reservoir than what the pump could pump back to the back side of that, and it was gaining on it until it overfilled the reservoir and overflowed the box. You could have a couple of things to mitigate that, and I'm going to show you on another trailer why this is true on some and why it's not on others, because there is versions of this that doesn't happen. You're seeing on your controller, you have a up function, and you'll notice this pump runs going down. you have a down function. But in the other function that they have on here is a gravity down function. And the reason why this is a bad idea is this will do exactly what we don't want it to do. You can let this trailer down without turning that pump on. You're letting it down with gravity. So all that's gonna do is let the oil come down here into the box and blow it out of there. The one thing that this does that is a good function is if you do not have enough battery power to do that, it gives you another way to open that to get the dump trailer down. So it's kind of a last resort. You're someplace, you're up at the landfill, you're dumping the trailer out and the trailer will not go down. It gives you a last resort to let the trailer back down so you can take the trailer back home. But you do got to keep in mind, if you use that gravity down on a power up, power down trailer, you are gonna overfill this reservoir and you're gonna blow oil all over inside of there. So what can you do to fix it, or why is it a problem on some trailers is why is it not a problem on others? I'm going to show you on this trailer behind us. We're going to go take a look at this little red one. And this is just an older trailer. There's very few of them running around anymore through Big Tex. I'm sure other manufacturers still use them, but Big Tex has kind of went away from that. But if you look in this box, you're gonna see a major difference between this. Look at the reservoir size for this little trailer. This reservoir is probably 3 times the size of the reservoir we were just looking at, and this is a lot smaller trailer. This trailer only has 1 hydraulic hose going into the base side, the piston side of your cylinder. But up here at the top end, this is just vented. So this whole area on top of the piston is just air. And they vent the air out of it, and you can have, if you have a leak around your piston, if the oil's coming around the piston, it can blow some oil out of them once in a while if the cylinder's leaking a little. But this is a power up only gravity down trailer. So they are not using this cylinder for any type of oil storage. They're using the storage 100% of what this reservoir can hold. They're using that storage only. So if the reservoir can't hold it, the cylinder won't go up all the way on this particular trailer. So if you for instance, had that reservoir full and maybe that cylinder had an inch or 2 inches longer of stroke, it might not be able to get it all the way to the top end of the stroke of the cylinder because it doesn't have enough capacity down here, and that's what they're mitigating on the other side of the trailer. So you'll have a customer that'll say, well, my dump trailer, I could let it down without the pump on at all and it never was a problem. Very true. This trailer comes down 100% without, so up, this comes down 100% by gravity. It doesn't require the pump to turn it all. It doesn't require the pump to pump any oil on it. It's just gonna return the oil right back into the reservoir, and it's gonna do everything that you want it to do on that. It's still gonna be a dump trailer. It's gonna dump it up, gonna put it down there, but they're gonna put all the oil back in the reservoir, not any in the cylinder. So when you go back over here and you look at this trailer, this one here, like I said, this has 2 hydraulic hoses on it. Go into that cylinder, and then whenever you do that, you're gonna have 2 solenoids here inside this box. And that is not true on that other trailer. That other trailer only has 1 of these little solenoids. So one of these is up, one of these is down. And then that's why you have more buttons on the controller as well. So one of the things, what would you do to fix this problem? The battery needs to be charged, and the battery needs to be charged good. All of our new trailers have a little battery tester on them right here that you hold the button down, and like for instance, this trailer here is sitting in the yellow. You really need to be up there in the green when you're running it. Now you just seen this trailer work. It'll obviously work in the yellow. And if you hook it to your pickup, it's gonna charge off your pickup. This is made to hook it to an extension cord in the front. You do need full battery power to be able to run that up, run that down. There's guys that have taken long jumper cables with them to the landfill, and they hook their battery up on their pickup, and then they hook it up to that so that they can get it to dump. It works. It's very unhandy, but it works. Some of our trailers where I was telling you about this, where it has this gravity button on it, some of our trailers have a little brass knob right here that you can open, and it does the exact same thing as that gravity one. It lets the trailer down mechanically, but it'll do the exact same thing. It doesn't run the pump, and it'll fill up the reservoir, and it'll blow oil all over the place inside the reservoir. But anyway, that's why it does it. What you can do to fix it is you got to have the battery power to do it. And a lot of dump trailers tend to sit. The customer, man, I need to use it real quick. They hook it up to their truck, they go do a little job with it, but the battery is down, and that's where it leads to these type of problems on there. So a little maintainer is a great idea. We sell these little maintainers if you want a little plug-in maintainer. We have them here. They're easy for us to sell to you. We can link a part number to that little maintainer in the comments down below. And if you wanted to look at that and purchasing one of them, the other thing you can do is we put a ton of solar chargers on. Where very simple on a dump trailer, where we're going to mount a little solar panel right here on your trailer. It just sits there whenever the trailer's sitting outside. It's constantly charging the trailer. It maintains the battery, keeps the battery hot on it. Every time you come and hook up to it, away you go, the battery will be charged up on it. We can also put a link to, we'll probably use the same link on that down there in the comments. That'll show you the link for the solar chargers and the little maintainers on the front, because that is your number one problem. It is the battery. The battery just does not have the voltage to take that and take care of it. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps some people out. I hope it answers some questions for you. And also, we do these videos all the time. We do little helping videos to try to explain why our product does one thing over the other, why it's giving you a problem, what we can do to fix the problem. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see from Varner Equipment, make us a comment down in the comments that, man, I would love to see a video on adjusting the brakes. I would love to see a video on replacing electric brakes. I'd love to see a video on a tractor, on a hay baler, on a snow plow. So leave us a comment and let us know what you would like to see from our next videos. I'm Devin Varner from Varner Equipment, 970-874-0612, VarnerEquipment.com. Thank you.
If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe.